my loves, welcome and welcome back to my channel. My name is Anaya, and if you are new here, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And as y'all can tell by today's title, in today's video, I'm gonna be giving my crochet hot takes, my unpopular opinion, whatever you want to consider it. I've seen a lot of these videos on TikTok, and I watch every single one of them because I'm nosy, and I just like hearing other people's opinion when it comes to the fiber art world. Got my cup of tea. I like my cup. I got this cup from Joann's. I got this microphone on this crochet hook just for the vibes. The microphone don't work. To give me like a real microphone so we can give like tea talk. Let's get into what's tea. I did this video a year ago, but I listened to, well, I reacted to y'all hot takes basically. But today we're gonna do mine because I just want to put my opinion in. Tell me how y'all feeling about what I gotta say. If you feel the same way, then you know we craft besties, we go together real bad. For starters, first hot take is definitely acrylic yarn slander. It's just weird. Why are you mad at a fiber or a yarn, whatever you want to call it, someone is choosing to use over something else? You don't know nobody's budget. You don't know what they're allergic to. Da da da. I feel like the acrylic yarn slander is so weird. Why do you care? Use what you want to use, and I'm gonna use what I want to use. And even if I wasn't an acrylic yarn girly, I still wouldn't be saying nothing because you don't got nothing to do with me. Like, use what you want to use. If you only want to use natural fibers, only use natural fibers. If you only want to use acrylic yarn, only use acrylic yarn. If you only want to use cotton, only use cotton. Do what works best for you and what's in your budget. If it ain't hurting your pockets, it ain't hurting mine. Do what you gotta do, boo. The goal really is just to create. It's not about the material sometimes. It's about the creation and the process, and if you're enjoying it. I'm gonna try not to get too passionate about each topic so that the video can flow and it's not too long. But girl, a lot of the stuff I be seeing is just so weird to me. Like, it's like high school vibes. I'm better than you because I do this or this and that. Like, that's what it gives me. My next hot take is nothing is wrong with a yarn stash. I never seen anything wrong with a yarn stash. The only way I could say something would be wrong with a yarn stash is if you're a beginner and you haven't fully like dabbled too much into the hobby. You're a beginner and you just go splurge on a whole bunch of yarn, but you haven't even got the actual hobby down pat yet. That I can understand. If you're in it and you've been doing it for a while, or you just found the love for crocheting or knitting or whatever fiber art, I don't see anything wrong with a yarn stash as long as you using it. Mainly because I'm a mood crocheter or mood maker. I need to have color options for whenever I'm in the mood. I used to only have a certain color and I would have to keep going back to the store and keep going back to the store. I don't got to do that no more. I can go weeks and months without buying yarn sometimes because I have a yarn stash. Don't let nobody bully you into getting rid of your yarn stash. And plus, you might end up teaching people in your family how to crochet or your friends. You can gift yarn. It's so much you can do. You can actually use it and make something. You can gift what you making. Like, you can make you stuff. Like, girl, have you a yarn stash. I know we get so caught up in collecting yarn, because I do that too. I still have some yarns from years ago and I'm just getting around to using them, so I understand. Make sure you actually doing the hobby and you're not making a whole nother hobby as far as just hoarding yarn, because I've seen people be getting bugs in their yarn and stuff, so I don't know too much about that. Ain't no bugs in my yarn. My next hot take is nobody is obligated to give y'all tutorials, the pattern, or tell y'all how they did something. A lot of people in this day and age, when it comes down to crochet or whatever, they're freehanding. The girlies are freehanding. I'm a part of the girlies. I freehand majority of what I make when it comes down to crochet. It's very rare that I pull up a pattern. A person doesn't have on their page or, you know, their social, whatever, that they make tutorials or they share patterns, da da da. A lot of people are not crocheting to teach others how to crochet. They're crocheting because that's their form of art. That's their creations. They then did their research. They didn't learn how to do what they doing. They not about to teach you what they did. You gotta go do your own research, babes, and I don't see nothing wrong with that. Me on the other side, I do tutorials. Y'all 9 times out of 10 gonna ask me to do a tutorial if y'all see something that I made that's cute, but I have the option to make the tutorial or to not make the tutorial. I feel like you just gotta like read the room when you see certain people creations, because a lot of people make intricate pieces. Honestly, they're not wrong for not making a tutorial. You really want to make it freehanded, go stalk their page, Google, girl, YouTube, Pinterest, Figure it out. If you really want to make it, you're gonna figure it out. Plenty of times people told me they freehanded it and it wasn't a pattern, and I just had to figure it out. It builds character, trust me. Make sure y'all drinking y'all some water. It's getting hot outside. This is so fun. Like, I feel like I'm a reporter or something. This microphone don't even work and it just feel real tea. Back to what I was saying about patterns. My next hot take. All patterns and tutorials do not need to be for beginners. I get this so many times in like old patterns or tutorials I've made. This isn't beginner friendly. This isn't beginner friendly. Babes, not every pattern is gonna be beginner friendly. That's why when you're learning a hobby, you have to struggle before you understand the hobby. You see all these hard patterns and you see people making stuff. These people have been crocheting for years, if not months, if not weeks. They've been perfecting their craft. As a beginner, you have to learn how to perfect your craft. Save those hard patterns for when you get a little better. I see so many times, this wasn't beginner friendly. Babes, it wasn't advertised for you. You weren't the target audience. It's okay. It has so many people that teach beginners how to crochet. Don't bash people for not making tutorials or patterns for you. And this is coming from a girly. I'm learning how to knit, but I'm not going around bashing people because they're not making tutorials and patterns for the beginner knit girlies. No, because you're new to something before you're an expert. Girl, get with it or get lost. And plus, you might honestly be one of those beginners that's just an overachiever, and you might be able to make an intermediate pattern or a hard pattern that people that's been crocheting for years are able to make, and that's good too. My next hot take, since I was just talking about being a knit girly now, the crochet and knit slander, beef, whatever that is weird. That is so weird to me because it's like they're so much alike than they are different. I'm not gonna lie, majority of the slander do come from the knit girlies. I'm not gonna lie. Half the time, majority crocheters are more open to learning how to knit than the knit girlies are to learning how to crochet, if that makes sense. From what I've peeped and from the comments I read on some TikToks and stuff when I was lurking, why y'all don't like us? Like, that's just so weird to me. I don't like when stuff is put against stuff, when if we was to combine or if we was to work together, the crafts could go wide range. The whole discourse about knit versus crochet and which look better and which goes faster and what uses less yarn, what uses more yarn, it don't matter. Learn how to do both. Two good skills to have on your fiber art portfolio. I'm just saying, it's not that serious. And I literally always say you cannot compare two baddies. They two baddies, two different hobbies, two different sisters with two different aesthetics, but they still sisters at the end of the day. They sister hobbies. My next hot take is, don't get mad, girl. Magic circles aren't as hard as people make them. I have so many alternatives for magic circles, but if you think about it, a magic circle literally is just, I seen a girl make a magic circle with a slip knot. It's not that hard. I've seen people literally not do certain projects just because they had to do a magic circle, and they weren't beginners. Not that hard. You literally need a magic circle for majority crochet projects. Okay, my next one, the girlies is probably gonna eat me up for this one. To know me is to know I don't feel like weaving in ends is as serious and mandatory as people make it. Like, as long as that project is not coming undone, don't look a hot mess, girl, cut it and move on. Tuck it, cut it, move on. Tuck it, cut it, move on. When I have orders, I really do tuck in my ends, but like if it's a project for me, that's 9 times out of 10, them ends ain't getting tucked, boo. It sometimes adds character to the project. I could see why people take it serious, but like, don't be one of them people.
Oh, you didn't weave in your ends?
Shame on you. Like, don't be one of them. It's never that serious. I could care less if you weave in your ends. You could cut them in time and I still wouldn't bat an eye. It doesn't matter. Next hot take. Starting multiple whips is funner than working on one whip. As a girly that wouldn't have multiple whips and I would just have that one whip I was working on, life has been so much funner when I have multiple pickup projects. I used to literally only work on one project at a time. Like, my mind wouldn't let me start a new project until I finished that one, and that just takes away from the fun of creating. Like, girl, you want to start multiple projects and pick up whatever project you want to when you're feeling like it. Patience and your attention span and the ideas that you're gonna have flowing with the projects is gonna be so much better when you have that time to put that one big project down and work on something smaller, or pick that one big project up and stop working on small projects. Like, it's way better on that side. Have have you multiple whips, because you never know how you're feeling. You might be feeling like making something like big and dramatic, or you might be feeling like making something real small, quick, you know, cute. Have multiple whips. I love seeing Whip Wednesday and people show me 30 whips. Yes, girl, I love that for you. The schemes tee, the projects tee, pull them all out the basket. Honestly, there should be no deadline on projects. If it take you 2 years to finish a project, that's cool. Who cares? Tea talk is real fun. This is a real tea moment. So my next one is freehand crochet is better than following a pattern. I am not gonna lie. As a freehand girly, used to be like, dang, nobody, you know, really do tutorials. Nobody really do patterns. And everything you always want to make is either in a foreign language. The tutorial is just AI. It's always some weird stuff. But if you have the idea in your head and you see a picture or you see one tutorial and you take the tutorial's base, freehand it to something that you have in your head or that you've seen but couldn't find a pattern for, it's just way better. I gotta get in the habit of writing down the patterns just so I can have that mental note that I can always go back and make what I already made. I just find freehand crochet so tea. It's like next level baddie status for me, because what do you mean you freehanded that? Like, girl, is you magic? The amount of mutuals I have and the cute stuff they be making freehand, I'm so proud. Like, what do you mean you freehanded that? Like, what? I definitely recommend steer out of that pattern tutorial world for a moment and see what your brain can create. See what your hands will create. See what you, and looking at different color schemes that you have at home, can lead you to, because you might make your best make. My best projects have been freehanded, and y'all ask me how I made them and I can't even tell you because I don't know. My next hot take, I seen that it was this discourse on TikTok going on that people felt some type of way that people did knit challenges and they were able to knit fast or, you know, crochet fast, and they can pump out a lot of stuff. My whole opinion on that is crochet, knit, do whatever fiber art you want. Make and create at whatever pace is comfortable for you. I feel like people forget we all have different lives. We all have different daily tasks. We all have different skill levels. We all are different. I love when people share their whips. I love that. Nobody can ever make me feel bad about the rate that I work. Create what you can. If you could pump out 10 sweaters in a month, do that. That's tea. I need to know how you're doing that so I can get up on that. But if you only creating one a month, girl, that's cool too. We get so caught up in this social media world that we forget the whole point of what fiber arts is and what we're supposed to be doing. Like, it's no right or wrong way to create. As long as you scratching that creative itch, I don't see nothing wrong with it. And plus, I like the challenges. I've been a challenge girl since I started YouTube. That's my avenue. I love a good challenge. I don't see anything wrong with the making fiber arts challenges and stuff. I've seen people saying that you're making it fast fashion, but it's not fast fashion if we're doing it ourselves. Like, we're just genuinely excited to do our project. How's that fast fashion? We just having fun and a hobby that, like, typically looked upon as fun, looked upon as a grandma hobby or a boring hobby or a hobby you do when you're chilling, you're bored. If somebody's genuinely having fun doing these challenges and people are enjoying watching them, you would do it too for a check. Just because you can't do it don't mean nobody else shouldn't do it. Another hot take I have is the non-crocheters. It's the family members, it's the friends, it's the people in your life that feel like just because you know how to crochet, they should be getting a gift. Let's debunk that. Everybody deserves a handmade gift. Just because you know how to crochet doesn't mean you should make them something. Like handmade gifts, do they appreciate you? Do they love you enough? Are they worthy of it? Yes, it's that serious. Don't be sharing your craft and your time and your effort to make people stuff and they don't even appreciate it. They don't even wear it. They don't even like handmade gifts. It's going in the back of their closet and collecting dust. You're wasting yarn, you're wasting time, and you're wasting your energy. And we're not doing that no more. Stop making people that don't deserve crochet gifts give. Now, if that money funny, make that gift, boo. Ain't nothing wrong with it. What are some of y'all hot takes? And if y'all like this video, we'll definitely do a part 2 because this was fun for me. Y'all already know the drill. I love you. You know, we gotta get the wet real bad. Kisses, kisses, kisses. I'll see you when I see you. Bye, girl.